A narcissist will absolutely destroy you, and I'm going to talk about some of the ways that they go about accomplishing this. Destruction of a supply source is just what is going to happen to a person because of how devastating a narcissist's cycle can truly be, which I will talk about later on in the video. But for now, let's get into how this happens. Number 1, narcissists create dependency. You hear it all the time. I know you've seen videos on it, right? The trauma bond, the addiction to the narcissist, the feeling of overwhelming, oh my God, I can't live without this person. What am I going to do? And this is generally what happens in love bombing. The dependency is created right from the very beginning. We're put up on a pedestal, built up, our egos are inflated, and we become, in a lot of cases, so addicted we begin to worship this person. And devaluing comes in with such a harsh contrast, but by then, it's too late. You get hooked, which is exactly what the narcissist wants to happen, but when you begin to get treated poorly, everything changes. Dependency on anything can and will destroy somebody. It's addiction. You know as well as I do the dangers of an addiction to anything. Hell, you can die if you drink too much water. And dependency is a huge downfall for a lot of people. I do have videos on love bombing, a playlist on it as well, if you want more videos on love bombing. Number 2, narcissists devalue. And this is the second phase of the cycle. For starters, you're getting gaslighted by this person. This can cause confusion, paranoia. You stop trusting yourself. You think so little of yourself, it's actually not funny. Narcissists will also shift blame onto you and say that you are the cause of all of the discourse in the relationship. And this leads to victims feeling massive quantities of guilt and shame, among other things. This lowers self-esteem, and that leads to feeling extremely unworthy and unloved. And this can clearly destroy a person. I have talked to so many people over the last 3 years of me having this channel, and I have heard from hundreds of people right out of their mouth that this has absolutely wrecked and devastated them. I also have videos on devaluing, playlist as well. I encourage you to poke around on my page if you want more information for that as well. Number 3, narcissists take. Some narcissists also attempt to destroy and ruin people financially, as well as mentally, psychologically, however you'd like to say it. Narcissists sometimes have no issues about trying to get a person to lose their job, their livelihood, how you feed your family, how you keep your children and keep your lights on and water running. They don't care if you have those things or if you don't. Taking your money, your property, or trashing your property. Not all damage that is done, not all destruction is mental. They can be physically violent, destroy things you own, and it can add to the havoc that has to be repaired when you are finally gone. Don't forget, if you would like to talk one-on-one with a survivor, you can email BookAChatWithJess@gmail.com to get information on private phone chats with me. Number 4, narcs talk shit. The smear campaign. We all knew we'd get here, right? This only adds fuel to the fire, as if what happened to you or what is happening to you in the relationship isn't bad enough. Now you have to worry about this person running all over hell's half acre, telling people you know, telling people you don't know, every skeleton you have in the damn closet, every issue you have, all your problems, and making up a bunch of things about you that aren't even true. This is where projection also plays a big part on things, because a lot of what narcissists do is tell everybody all the bad things that they did in the relationship. But what do? They sign your name to the bottom of that. And now you have to deal with it. Now you have to go around and try to fix what they are continuing to tear down. And this can make people turn their back on you if they hear the right or wrong thing, situational, I suppose. But depending on what people hear about you, they can turn away from you. They can abandon you. And this can cause people in some cases to lose their jobs or become even more isolated or ostracized in their peer group. And this causes a lot of people to feel, I think, extremely ambitious about going around and trying to right all those wrongs and clear their name that has just been so mercilessly dragged through the mud. You guessed it, I do have videos on the smear campaign. I have over 200 videos on here. If you want to know something, chances are I've got a video about it, or probably 15 at this point. But the smear campaign adds to even more devastation that these people can do. Number 5, narcissists do it for the narcissist. And for this one, I kind of want to dig into the why. For me, why is always the most important question you can ask about pretty much generally everything. So why? Like I said in the intro, they need to. And that's why I say narcs do it for the narcs. They love bomb, devalue, discard, and hoover. And that is the cycle that every narcissist will go through. And with that being said, destruction is inevitable. No one is immune to feeling all the pain and anguish from this. Nobody. Narcissists also need to do this because they need to justify. Narcissists, as I'm sure you already know by now, are big on excuses for why they do what they do. There's always a justification that makes things okay. Always a reason, always an excuse. Their behavior is okay. They are allowed to do this. They are special, different, unique, and the rest of us, poor mortals, are not. Therefore, when the relationship is over, they talk shit about you. They can't look like the bad guy. You need to look bad. They have to tell themselves essentially that you suck. They need to justify why you left them in some cases. They have to tell themselves that you suck. They need to justify why you left them in some cases. So they make fun of you. You're this, you're that. They're glad you're gone. They were cheating on you anyway. Who cares? It's easier for them to deal with things that way. Basically, when everyone around them thinks that you are a big bag of shit. We also know how petty and jealous these people are. They hate seeing people happy. We've seen them all. I know you have, Survivor. We've seen them ruin a birthday, a holiday, a wedding, what have you, when they aren't the center of attention. Hell, they'll do it when they are the center of attention. We've seen our own successes in life and how we tell this person, and our successes, our triumphs are chewed up and spat back out by a nasty narc who can't just smile and say, hey, congrats on the promotion or the new car, whatever, Also, let's not forget, you deserve this. You deserve what you're getting from this person. This is the narcissist giving you just what they feel you're worth in the end. Don't ever forget it. You've hurt them. You've slighted them. You've hurt their ego. In some cases, maybe you have walked away from the relationship. You went no contact, or you didn't allow them back in. Maybe they're blocked. You wanted them to be an adult, take responsibility. And in the end, the narcissist thinks you blow, and they will not be forgetting those terrible, awful, if you can't tell by now, obvious sarcasm is obvious because they're little crybabies. But this is because of the terrible things you did to them. If you have feelings on this, of course, share them with me down in the comments below. If you would like to support my channel and what I do here, you can send a super thanks along with your comment by clicking that little heart that is adorable just below the video. You can join the Survivors Army if you would like to support the channel. Join the lovely people you see on the screen right now. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, Survivor, and take care of yourself.